every day, one by one, I'm gonna try every recipe of Laura, starting from the very beginning. Come, join me on my challenge. Let's go! Hi everyone! My name is Ruta and welcome to the 136th day of my challenge, where I'm gonna try today another cookie recipe, and I cannot even remember the last cookies I've tried, so it's definitely been too long. And today I'm gonna try Mocha chocolate chip cookies. Now tell me it doesn't sound yummy already. And this is one of those rare recipes where I don't have anything to add about the ingredients because I'm not substituting anything with anything weird, right? So let's go over them and let's get started. We're gonna need 140 grams of flour, 130 grams of butter, 80 grams of powdered sugar, 50 grams of brown sugar, 100 grams of chocolate chips, 1.5 tablespoons of instant espresso powder, half a teaspoon of vanilla extract, 3/8 of a teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/4 of a teaspoon of baking powder, 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt, and 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar. Those cool recipes where you prepare the batter in like a couple of steps, because as you can see I have a lot of ingredients right here. So I'm gonna take the butter, instant espresso powder, brown sugar, powdered sugar, vanilla extract, add everything at the same time to this huge bowl. And by the way, you always want to take bigger bowl than you think you need because it's that much easier to mix. And then I'm gonna mix everything until it's all nice and smooth. And now before adding in the dry ingredients, I want to quickly mix in salt, baking powder, and the cinnamon into the flour, and then add everything into the, well, kind of the wet mixture, and mix until it's all combined. Okay, that seems pretty much done. So the last step is to fold in the chocolate chips, and I'm gonna be done with the batter. This is the point where I've turned on my oven to preheat to 180 degrees, and I'm gonna prepare now my baking sheet, which if yours is non-stick then you might skip this step. However, mine is clearly and obviously not, so I'm gonna light it with some parchment paper. Okay, so now I can take my cookie dough and a small ice cream scoop, which is the size of 1 tablespoon, and just form the cookies. You do want to leave around 5 centimeters in between them because they will expand, so it will be somewhat like 12 cookies on one baking sheet, so I will make it in batches. It totally looks like ice cream, doesn't it? Okay, so that's the first batch, and now before putting them into the oven, there are a couple more things I want to do to them. The first one, you want to take each cookie and dip it into the granulated sugar, and then put back on the baking sheet the sugar side up. And now the second thing you want to do is just take 2 fingers and gently press them down, kind of flattening it a little bit. Okay, and now into the oven for 14 minutes. And I will be rotating the baking sheet halfway through to ensure even baking. And in the meantime, I'm gonna finish up with the second batch. will let them cool down on the baking sheet for 5 minutes, then remove to a wire rack and put the second batch to bake. Smells. Now is actually somewhere around the time when I start wanting for a cup of coffee, but I feel like eating a couple or maybe 3 or maybe 4 cookies of these will actually kind of, well, I don't know, be okay instead of the coffee. So now I will totally hunt, oh, this one, for the warmer one from the second batch. Ah, I feel like I have to prepare myself. I feel like they will be so good from the smells. If you could judge from the smell, they will be super good. They are definitely coffee. It's like kind of coffee with chocolate. I was expecting for a different texture though. I feel I have to test again. This is nice. It is crunchy from the sugar on the top, but in general it's kind of sandy, a texture. I feel like it's sandy. It's kind of, I don't know, this is like the most precise description I could think of. I thought they will be chewy, but they're not. They kind of look like chocolate chip cookies, only darker, but these are totally 2 different things. I just want to keep on eating. This is really, really, like you can feel there's coffee in it, which I really like. I feel like they will be kinda like a good energy boost for me right now. And I feel like really, I won't even drink coffee today. I will just eat these cookies. So if you want, go and check the original recipe by Laura there. The written one is as always in the description box down below, together in the both in the American and the metric systems. It's so hard to think like business talk when you have such cookie in your hands. So hard. Anyways, all the important info will be in the description box down below, so be sure to check it out. I really hope that this was fun and helpful, and look at me how ready I am to go away. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in a day. Bye!